Streaming from the 22 News Broadcast Center. This is 22 News at 4 p.m. Digital Edition.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to 22 News at 4. I'm Christina DeMorris. We'll get to your top 4 at 4 in just a moment. But first, a look at your commuter traffic and weather. 22 Storm Team Meteorologist Brian Lapis is with us this afternoon. Hi, Brian. How are you?
Christina, great. How are you?
I'm doing well.
You know, every once in a while, a rainy day is okay.
I was just saying how much I love a rainy day because you can snuggle up with a book, tea, a cozy blanket, and that's enough for me. I'm a low-maintenance person with that.
Super stew?
A stew. More protein. Gotta have enough protein. Anyways, we should talk about the weather and the traffic.
Sure, sorry.
No, you're good. How is the weather impacting roads right now?
You know what? It's a little slow, a little early in downtown Springfield. Let's take a look. You can see here either end of 291 is slow, and especially the merge with I-91 at the end of 291 is running slowly. And this is a little early for this kind of slowdown, so just keep that in mind. Otherwise, 91 seems fine, and the Pike also seems fine. Let's take a look at temperatures right now. As expected, we're in the low 60s. 60 right now, Westfield, Northampton, Springfield, 61 in Greenfield, 59 right now in Pittsfield. And this little swath of rain is moving on through. The back edge of the steady rain is now crossing through the Berkshire. So I would say through about 9 o'clock, we're looking at drizzly conditions. A brighter day tomorrow, and, well, it will be a little bit warmer. We'll show you with our 22 News Storm Team Skycast.
Thank you, Brian. A Massachusetts State Police trooper has died in the line of duty in Linfield. 30-year-old trooper Kevin Trainer was killed overnight on Route 1 while responding to reports of a wrong-way driver. Troopers arrived shortly after 2 a.m., but just 1 minute after locating the driver, the vehicle collided with Trainer's cruiser. Governor Maura Healey has expressed her heartbreak, stating that Trainer bravely put himself in harm's way to protect others and highlighted that Massachusetts is mourning one of its heroes. Healey has ordered all U.S. and state flags to be lowered until Sunday on the day of his interment. Across the state in Lowell, several homes burned Tuesday as flames quickly spread in the windy weather. Embers spread from building to building in Lowell's Centralville neighborhood. In all, some 6 buildings on 3 different streets went up in flames. A total of 25 people have been forced from their homes. Lowell's Senior Center has been open as an emergency shelter. A New Hampshire contractor with the Federal Aviation Administration is facing federal charges after allegedly threatening to kill President Trump. 35-year-old Dean Delakia Ayi was arrested Monday and appeared in court on Tuesday. He's been charged with 1 count of interstate communication of a threat. Authorities say he allegedly used his government computer back in January to search how to get a gun into federal facilities. Previous attempts on Trump's life and the percentage of Americans that want the president dead. If convicted, he faces up to 5 years in prison. A new AAA study finds that nearly 75% of drivers have reported seeing at least one type of street racing in the last year. There are several types of street racing like drag racing, street takeovers, and weaving through traffic. AAA says respondents in urban areas reported more exposure to street racing and higher concern, while rural drivers reported slightly higher participation but lower concern. Springfield Police spokesperson Ryan Walsh says street racing usually happens in the summer in the form of car meetups, but they keep them under control.
Our officers are aware. We have specialized details on overtime that go out and try to break those up before they become anything serious. We've had a good handle on our drag racing in the past few years, thanks to our officers being very proactive in these situations.
Walsh adds that Route 57 in Agawam and Route 5 in West Springfield were hotspots for this type of activity. But efforts like patrolling and bringing the roads down to 1 lane have helped prevent them. All right, let's get another check of today's weather with Brian Lapis here. Brian, so rain, I can tell by behind you right now.
Yeah, the steadiest of the rain is starting to wind down, but it's going to be damp and a little drizzly here through mid-evening.
Okay.
So we actually can use this rain. We could actually use more of this. I would have liked to have had a steady rain through about 9, 10 o'clock tonight. We're not going to get that, but we'll take what we can get.
Yes.
Let's take a look. Clouds and radar showing the steadiest of the rain now starting to move east of the Connecticut River. Still some drizzle here west of the Berkshires. So as you make your plans here for evening activities, plan on it being damp and drizzly, clearly. There is some drying here off to the west. Let's take a look at that with our 22 News Storm Team Skycast. 5 o'clock here this afternoon, still raining, but again, by 7 o'clock, the rain is tapering off to some showers and drizzly conditions. After 9 o'clock, the slow drying process will begin. There'll even be some clearing overnight tonight. Temperatures in the 30s and 40s we expect early tomorrow morning. This is 7 o'clock. Sunshine first half of the day, and then some clouds arrive mid to late afternoon. I'm going to call it partly to mostly sunny. It will be a dry day with high temperatures upper 50s to low 60s. We'll update you on the rest of the week's weather, including Mother's Day weekend on 22 News at 5.
The 2026 FIFA World Cup is quickly approaching, and Fox Sports has announced a nationwide search for a chief World Cup watcher. It's a paid position offering $50,000 to watch all 104 World Cup matches while also creating content for social media. If that sounds appealing, there is a bit of a catch. You'll need to work from a glass cube in Times Square, surrounded and watched by all who pass by. If you're still interested, you can apply online through Indeed. The Megabucks jackpot is up to $17 million for tonight's drawing, making this the fourth largest jackpot in the game's history. According to the Lottery Post, the first largest jackpot was $21.7 million back in 1985. The game was redesigned in 2023 to bring more value to players, including better odds of winning, higher average jackpots, and bigger payouts for all non-jackpot prizes. Tickets for tonight's drawing can be purchased until 9 p.m. Now for a look at what we're working on for 22 News starting at 5. After 300 days without a contract, the Holyoke Teachers Union is meeting with Holyoke Public Schools today. We'll have the latest on their negotiations. And a years-long consent decree involving the Springfield Police Department is set to be settled in court tomorrow. Coming up at 5, we'll hear from the mayor and city solicitor. Plus, the 2026 Eversource Regional Rodeo is just 4 days away, and local line workers are gearing up for the competition. Tonight, we have a sneak peek of one of their practices.
Traffic is slow a little bit early here on the evening commute. You can see the end of 291 as it merges with 91 is slow, and 91 is also southbound is running slow through downtown. Otherwise, traffic looks pretty good on the Pike and north of Chicopee and north of the Mass Pike on 91 seems to be moving along okay. A drier day tomorrow. We'll track weather heading into the weekend on 22 News at 5.
All right, thank you, Brian, and thank you for joining us this afternoon for 22 News at 4. Join us on TV tonight starting at 5, and you can get all your local news and weather updates anytime on wwlp.com and the 22 News mobile app.